you're all much more awake than I am. I hope that you all had the opportunity to probably have some Jamaican Blue Mountain coffee. Perhaps you smuggled it into your bags while you traversed Antigua. I am going to start off by, well, firstly, some of you may not know, have a clue who I am. My name is Philip Rose, and I proudly serve the people of Jamaica through the Jamaica Tourist Board. I'd like to start off by kind of setting the tone a bit. I'm going to be up here, I'm going to be very frank, very blunt, very transparent. I see a lot of friendly faces in the audience, and I see some new faces that I hope will become friendly faces afterwards. I'm not here alone, and I think it's very important to highlight the colleagues who are here with me. Basically to send the message that Jamaica continues to be very serious about tourism. And whenever we go anywhere to fly our flag, tell our story, and serve the people of Jamaica, we take it very seriously and take our full cadre with us. Joining me up here on the stage is other Deputy Director of Tourism, Mr. Peter Mullins. Peter has global oversight for marketing, so I will refer to him as our chief digital storyteller, if you will. It's no secret that we do have offices across the globe, which is one of the reasons why we continue to be the most award-winning tourist board in the world. And so I need to shout out, we have Liz, who has oversight for the United Kingdom, a regional director over there. We have Chevanice, also joining me from Europe. We have Angela Bennett, who is a regional director for Canada. And we have Francine Carter-Henry in the back, who is responsible for airlines and tour operator engagement from the United States. And we're also supported by our PR lady, Victoria, here in all black. So I'm going to start off by telling you exactly who I work for, because contrary to what some of you may know or may believe, I, along with all of our colleagues, we proudly say that we work for the corn soup vendor. We work for the jerk chicken vendor on the street. We work for the gentlemen and the ladies who serve as bell captains at the hotels. We proudly serve and work for the ladies who sell mangoes and other fruits and vegetables in our local markets across the island of Jamaica. And that commitment is not limited to me. That commitment runs throughout the entire DNA of the Jamaica Tourist Board. And I say this because as I present, as I give you an update, you're going to hear me repeatedly make reference to what is really important to us. While we do celebrate heads in beds, while we do celebrate bums in seats, at the very core of what we do is why we do and who we do it for. So today's deck that I'm going to share with you is going to outline tourism performance, airlift, investments. I'm going to touch on a new ad campaign, talk about some boring stuff as it pertains to website functionality. I'm going to make reference to some high-level partnerships, and of course, I'm going to also reference some of the events. But again, everything is geared towards understanding why we do and who we do it for. Beautiful. It's working. So tourism performance in Jamaica has been something that we're exceedingly proud of. The stopover arrivals for 2024 closed out at 2.9 million. We're forecasting to be just over 3 million in 2025. And of course, if those of you who know our Minister of Tourism, the Honorable Ed Bartlett, he's already targeting for 2026, and he's telling us how many he requires. And we're just shy of about 3.4 million stopover visitors. That is the forecast. In the terms of cruise passengers, 2024, we closed out at 1.2 odd million. And for this year, we're looking at an increase, and subsequently we are hovering just under 1.4 million. Of course, growth is in the order of the day. It's all about growth. It's all about bringing in more visitors so that the corn soup vendor and our craft vendors can benefit more. And so 2026, we're forecasting to have just under 1.6 million cruise ship passengers. That basically means that overall visitor arrivals for this year, the forecast is 4,516,311. Somebody really got deep down into those numbers, didn't they? And what does this mean to us? Because again, at the end of the day, visitor arrivals really doesn't mean much unless we are able to generate the revenue to subsequently serve the people of Jamaica. And so last year we closed out at 4.3 billion US dollars, and this year we're looking to generate 4.620 billion dollars. And of course, in our minister's commitment to the number 5, in 2026, we will reach the $5 billion mark for the people of Jamaica. And so at the risk of sounding somewhat boastful, it will be disingenuous and irresponsible of me not to say that we truly celebrate these numbers, because we do recognize the impact that it has on our people. Now, we all know Jamaica is an island. We're on one right now. So clearly the easiest way to get there is going to be on airlift. And given the fact that we're investing so much money, and we have partners who are also investing money in so many rooms, which I'll speak to later on, the next question is, how are you going to get the people to Jamaica, Philip? And so airlift is obviously critical. It used to be said that nothing starts without airlift, but I like to change that narrative. Nothing starts without demand. And the global traveling community, and somewhat selfishly I would say the community in the United States, Latin America, Caribbean, Canada, and other areas, they have told us repeatedly through their search patterns, through their online activity, that they want more and more of Jamaica. And the airlines have listened. The airlines have recognized this, and subsequently they have added capacity to the destination. I'll highlight just a few of them here today. New flights for the 2024-25 season, or fiscal year, I should say. Charter flights out of Lansing. You know, we go after every piece of business, every crevice and corner, and Lansing has good business for us, and ALG, Apple Leisure Group, of course, has identified that, and they've added lift. American Airlines, one of the biggest players, they of course have added flights out of Miami into the tiny yet impactful Ian Fleming International Airport. For those of you who are unfamiliar with it, it's the third international airport that we have in Jamaica. Of course, Kingston and Montego Bay being the other one. But this one is very special to us. Why? It's very special because some of you who are James Bond fans, like myself, may know that James Bond was actually born in Jamaica. And Ian Fleming Airport is named after the person who wrote, of course, James Bond. And you fly into Ian Fleming, it takes you back in time. It gives you an opportunity to walk very seamlessly out of the airport and immediately engage with the locals, therefore facilitating once again that immediate cash injection into the local community. So I want to highlight that particular one from American Airlines. And of course, Avelo Airlines has expanded, and they're operating from Raleigh, Durham, and Connecticut to Montego Bay. The Caribbean market is very important to us also, and so Bahamas Air, they have seen the uptick in searches, they've seen the demand, and they've listened, and they've added capacity from Nassau into Montego Bay twice weekly. Caribbean Airlines also recently announced and started operating from Fort Lauderdale into both Kingston, which is where I'm from, and Montego Bay. The Latin American market is also very critical, very important to us. And so we're happy to finally announce that LATAM Airlines has returned from Lima, Peru, and will be operating 3 times weekly to Montego Bay. I want to pause real quickly and give a special mention to the Latin American market. As persons have asked me, Philip, why are you so laser focused on getting that business? We're laser focused on getting that business because that particular traveler has shown us, again, through their behavior, that while they enjoy the all-inclusive resorts, they want to leave the resorts and engage in local restaurants, local bars. They want to go shopping. They want to go and buy fruits from the very persons who we work for. And so we are meeting them where they are, and adding flights from the market. Spirit Airlines is also operating now 3 times weekly from Baltimore. And of course, we have charter flights through Sun Country out of Minneapolis and Milwaukee twice and 4 times weekly. My friends at United Airlines, we kind of challenged them not too long ago, said, you want to excite us? Give us a flight out of somewhere in the western seaboard of the United States. They stepped up, and now they offer flights from Denver weekly into Montego Bay. And I'm happy to say the flight is doing remarkably well. The world is our oyster, and so World to Fly also recognized that people in Portugal wanted and rightfully deserved a vacation in Jamaica, and so they're operating weekly service. You can see from the slide exactly what that looks like in terms of overall capacity. For 2025, we'll have over 1.4 million seats for the summer, which represents a 9% increase over last year. So more seats, more visitors, more money for the persons who we serve. So all those seats means all those passengers, which means that they have to all stay somewhere. Where are they going to stay? Investment in Jamaica has been very, very encouraging. We're a hot spot, we're a popular destination, we continue to be a very sexy destination and very much in vogue. We recently had the opening of 2,000-room Princess Grand Jamaica, which opened up in 2024. And hold on to your hats, we're going to have our first casino that will open in this year at that same resort. So that's going to be a big cash injection for the people of Jamaica. Last year, May, we had the Rio Palace Aquarelle. And I pause every time I say that because I know I butcher that name every single time. So write it so I don't have to say it again. 750 rooms that opened up in May. And there's more to come. In December of this year, we'll have the 450-room Unico Hotel. I drive past that hotel every day, and I think they're working 24/7. So I'm pretty confident it's going to open close to December of 2025. And of course, there are other rooms coming. Dreams Resort, 280 rooms in Montego Bay. Planet Hollywood, 650 rooms, and 433 rooms by Vista Ambassadors. And guess what? There's even more. We know that people are looking to stay in different types of accommodations. While we are very proud of the fact that we gave the world all-inclusives, we're very proud of our luxury resorts, we're very proud of the big mega resorts. We recognize that visitors to our country want to enjoy a little bit of everything. And so we do know that there's a segment of the society that requires something a little bit more on the luxurious side. And they want some mixed stay, if you will. So happy to announce Luxury Residential Resort Pinnacle will be breaking ground, or broke ground I should say, January of 2024, and it's going to be a 4-year project. Now, I don't like boring you with all the details of it, but I've been asked to give you specific information so you can go back and help spread the word. Without you, all we have is a very good secret. So I'm asking you, please, focus on the fact that we're going to have some 15 to 20,000 new rooms in construction over the next 5 to 10 years at a value of $5 billion US. What does that mean? Some of you who have been to Jamaica recently may think to yourselves, I remember the traffic. I remember driving around Montego Bay and not being able to go at the speed that Mario Andretti would go at. Well, we recognize that. And so we've made the investments in our infrastructure. There's a multi-phase construction of a 15-kilometer perimeter road that's going to improve the traffic flow in Montego Bay. So if you fly into Montego Bay and you're heading to Negril, you won't have to drive through all of Montego Bay anymore to get to Negril. You'll be able to go on the perimeter road and go all the way around, and you get to Negril in a much shorter time. It's going to cut off about 45 minutes off your drive. We're all about seamless integration. We're all about making the customers and our visitors and our locals feel comfortable and happy, and so we're making the investments to facilitate just that. We're also doing a North Coast Highway, which expands to a 4-lane road with underpasses, side roads, and all those fancy stuff to alleviate traffic congestion in the resort towns. All of this is expected to be wrapped up around May of 2026 for the most part, and then of course we'll have some other little finishing touches, if you will, that will go on afterwards. But overall, it's a fantastic story for our infrastructure. As far as campaigns go, website, I don't know how many of you know this, but Jamaica was actually the very first destination in the world to have a tourism-specific website. If you don't believe me, Google it. You can quote me on that. Peter, am I correct? We're the first one. Just say yes. Yes, we're the first one to do it. And once again shows that we've been the trendsetters. So we have a new ad campaign. I'm going to pause here a little bit to kind of explain the why, the what. Jamaica is known for contrast. We're known for being sweet with some of our, should I say, culinary decadence. We're known for being a little spicy and peppery. We're known for our beautiful white sandy beaches, but we're also known for our grit and in my opinion, beautifully colorful, rich dance hall reggae scene. We're known for the sophistication of our national dishes like ackee and saltfish, and we're also known for the good, wholesome street food of a patty or jerk chicken or jerk pork. So we're all about contrast. We don't focus on any one thing because our visitors are not focused on any one thing. And so our campaign, ad campaign, seeks to highlight the very contrast that I'm speaking about. It's an invitation to explore all that Jamaica has to offer, including parts of Jamaica that some of you may have overlooked in the past. And I pause here because I know I'm from Kingston, proud Kingstonian, and I go there as often as I can. And there's a particular Wednesday night activity called Weddy Wednesday, which is where you get to experience the pulsating hardcore beats of dancehall music. And it is the most raw and authentic environment that one can find. And believe it or not, we have visitors there every Wednesday from the United States. I've seen Angela's friends from Canada there personally. We have a lot of Europeans there every night. And it has to make you wonder, are visitors laser focused, or should we be laser focused on only highlighting what we think a tropical vacation should look like? No one ever thinks about going to the tropics and not seeing the beach. But believe it or not, Kingston is seeing a lot of visitors coming down, and they're not going to the beach. They're going to the bars, the restaurants, the nightclubs. They're going to the Bob Marley Museum, and they're spending a week, sometimes 2 weeks, and enjoying their Jamaican experience. And so this campaign has been created and curated to highlight all that they can enjoy in Jamaica. We also recognize that we like to stay ahead of the curve. And everyone in here has used ChatGPT to write a message, write a letter, write a note. So AI is here and it's here to stay. AI is not going to replace our travel advisors. It's not going to replace our friends in the media. But we have made a decision to implement AI into our B2C and B2B engagement for one simple reason. We know that travel never stops, travel never sleeps. And people are going to have questions at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, and they're going to want responses to them right away. And so through our website, you'll be able to go on, ask certain questions, and get immediate pre-canned responses through AI. We also recognize that we have a lot of restaurants. We're known for food, and we do want visitors, despite staying in all-inclusives for the most part, but those who are not, we want them to come out and enjoy restaurants. So we're meeting them where they are. So how do we do that? We want to make sure that we let them know the second they land which restaurants they can go to, what that restaurant's speciality is, who to ask for if they want that special drink. So we've integrated our resort offering into what was that what used to be exclusively for hotels and DMCs. And so we're using AI and full integration to do just that. Is this where the video is going to play?
Ah, Jamaica. It has beaches. It has mountains. It's lively. It's laid back. It roars. It tickles. It's sweet. It's spicy. It's hot. It's luxurious. It's adventurous. It's aged. It's brand new. It's mysterious. It's obvious. It's daring. It's relaxing. It's world famous. But it's down to earth too. That's Jamaica. It's a vibe. It's a vacation. Come and see for yourself. Ah, Jamaica.
I hear my friend, Mr. Kyle Mays from Jamaica buzzing in my ear. I recognize that beach there, Philip. Yes, Kyle, that was your beach. Thank you very much for lending it to us. Much appreciated. And again, I hope you get what I'm saying about the contrast. It's a vibe, it's a vacation. It's aged, it's new, it's relaxed, it's exciting. It's not what, I guess, how do I put this? It's not your Jamaica. It's not Peter's Jamaica. It is collectively all of our Jamaicas, because there are no two Jamaica experiences alike. And we kind of tried our best to bring that into a campaign to highlight that you can go to Jamaica and enjoy your particular Jamaica. Now, we aren't the only one that recognize this. We aren't the only ones that recognize that Jamaica is, while it's for everyone, no, that's not what I'm about to say. We're not the only ones that recognize that Jamaica is a fantastic destination. We do enjoy high-level partnerships with some brands that they're the ones telling us. So Sports Illustrated chose Jamaica to come down and do much of their calendar shoot. Unfortunately, I was not able to join them. I suspect my wife was very happy that I did not go. But I think we did some shots over at Kyle's Resort, if I'm not mistaken. And the feedback that we received was fantastic. And more important to the feedback that we received was, of course, the media exposure that we were able to generate from it. So the Sports Illustrated campaign resulted in a lot of views, a lot of sharing, a lot of people wanting to come down and evoke their inner bikini model sense. Every woman in Jamaica is a bikini model, yeah, and you can all be bikini models also. Now, I heard a previous destination talking about events. We proudly throw our support behind all kinds of events, not just reggae, not just jazz, not just calypso, not just sporting events, but a slew of them all over the island, which we couldn't fit on one slide. But we do this strategically to fill in distressed periods. We do that strategically because, once again, we're looking to serve the corn soup man. And this, we view events as the quickest and easiest way to ensure, once again, that not only do we get visitor arrivals, but we do facilitate that immediate cash injection into the community. And in the case of Carnival, I want to share the impact that it had as it achieved record-breaking growth. Now, between April 22 and April 27, we had a total of 8,571 visitors to Kingston. And that was a 15.5% increase over the same period in 2024. The total passenger arrivals climbed to just under 17,000, representing a 20% increase year over year. Now, what does that mean in real financial numbers. Carnival will significantly surpass the $4.4 billion in direct economic impact recorded in 2024. So we're still counting the money from this year, but we do know it's going to surpass $4.4 billion. That is a huge, oh sorry, Jamaican, did I say US? 4.4 billion, Jamaica, 27.8 million. Thank you so much, Peter. It would be nice if we got 27 billion US off of Carnival, but we're not there yet. And of course, Carnival supported an estimated 115,000 full-time jobs across tourism, retail, entertainment, and the creative sectors. One of the reasons why we're very proud of this is because we keep making the point in Jamaica that even if you think you're not in tourism, you really are benefiting from tourism. And we also proudly say that until tourism works for and benefits everyone, can we really say that we're doing a fantastic job at it. And I stand here unequivocally and without hesitation and say that tourism in Jamaica absolutely 100% benefits all, including those who do not think that they're directly involved in tourism. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your time. I appreciate your kind, gracious hospitality. Here for any questions. If there's anything I can't answer, again, my team, my colleagues are here with me.